Combining forecasting technology is where there are so many forecasting techniques which is being used in terms of forecasting: normal forecasting, technical forecasting, manufacturing forecasting, design forecasting. There is so many forecasting which has been include, which is a combining of so many things. So here in this part, in the combining forecasting, where there is the averaging independent forecast which is being used by the different data, by the different methods, by the averaging, so that it can be made simple average, so that everyone in the company, so that they can understand what is being the forecasting method is all about. So here, especially the combining forecasting is nothing but it's, obviously you people know combining is nothing but it is a two or more combination. It is being the mixture of one or two techniques. It is a mixture of it has been the mixture of different forecast. It is a mixture of different strategies. It is a mixture of different statistics. It is being the mixture. See, that's why this combination forecasting technology is being called as the other name which is being given for the combining forecasting is nothing but composite forecast. See, the example of a composite, the word which is called as a composite, where you people know composite is nothing but which is the combination of one or two materials or one or two methods or one or two mixture. When this happens, where you people will be getting the beautiful strategy, where you people are getting the beautiful material, and that is called where we have seen about the composite material is all about. So that's why the word is says this forecast can be based on different data. See, that's what combining of a different data will make you to the proper forecasting towards into the predictive forecasting methods. So that's why this different data and the different methods is being used in terms of combining forecasting, where once this combining forecasting is being done, then automatically even so where this the simple average of forecasting is being done. Simple average forecasting is nothing but the way there are so many methods like a composite forecasting. It's nothing but it is so many methods which is being used. From that, the simple average forecast is being taken out. So that is what which is called as the combining, which is called as the combining forecasting technologies. Next, this combining forecast is being the appealing approach. Instead of trying to choose the single best method, there are so many frames of the problem being asking where to improve the accuracy, where assuming towards the attributes. There are so many effects of the forecast which is being captured by the different alternative approaches. So by this combining can reduce. This means this combining forecasting can reduce the errors arising from the faulty assumptions, bias or mistakes in the data. So the last word where this combining forecasting is been saying is all about is where the combining can reduce the faults, because the mistakes is being common. So whatever the work which is being done from starting towards the end, so where the people will be start, or anyone who is contributing some sort of work will always make certain mistake. So that mistake, especially in forecasting, so the people always says where you are forecasting, your forecaster, whoever does the forecasting methods, the errors should be always minimized, because once the forecasting is being done, there are so many relevant trees, there are so many connectivities, there are the people where they are going to stick on to the forecasting whatever which is being done: investment, material, manufacturing, machine usage, marketing, labeling, distributors, traveling support. See, all that will be interconnected. So where I have told example. So this interconnectivity which has been taken, which has been taken as the relevant trees. So that relevant trees will be keep on going, keep on, and once that relevant trees will be uh, you know uh, keep on moving its process. At once it goes to the later stage, automatically your forecasting to be not withdrawn. Your forecasting, if at all there is a mistake in a forecasting, and then so that it cannot be withdrawn, then automatically it see to that there where something is gone wrong in your forecasting, and there is a lot of mistakes which has been happening in the forecasting due to some errors and later stage, so that has been not so possible to do that. So that's why, so this combining, this combination of forecasting method is being very much important. So means combination of forecasting too, it's nothing but by taking a lot of data, by taking a lot of analysis, by taking the existing materials, by taking the new innovations. There's a lot of things where which is to be taken for the combining forecasting, and later that forecasting is to be done. So that is called as which is called as uh, combining forecasting. It is nothing but the simple way to tell about combining forecasting. It's nothing but it is an appealing approach. Appealing approach. If that appealing approach is there, instead of choosing one single method, you will be having a lot of options, so that you are not going any other track in terms of forecasting. So that is why which is called as combination of forecasting. Next, so which is called as a TPP, technological product innovation. So now, so in this technological product innovation, if at all we people have to know about the technological product innovation, there is a lot of abbreviation of technological product innovation, because now technology will be taken into consideration in every part of human life, small to big, a small thing to the big, whichever we work, whichever we carry. So everything, it's nothing but it is an new innovation of technology. So that new innovation of process technology, how it is being considered, what all the activities which is being considered in terms of technological product innovation. So where you people can just see what exactly which is being the technological product innovation is all about. A technological product and process innovation, which is being abbreviated as TPP innovation, where the innovation involving the implementation of technological new products and process, and significantly technological improvements. So significantly, so this the forecasting will be related to product innovation, where which is nothing but, so this TPP can be linked with the forecasting, where you can just check it out. It is man implementing technology with a new significant technological improvements. There is a lot of improvements which can be done in terms of a technical, and in terms of a technological process. So so this process can help you to carry out the new innovation. So that's it is nothing but it is the step of baby towards the maturity of an adult in terms of improvement. Because the product, the initial product, it is nothing but which is a baby. That baby will be taught, the baby will be improved, the baby will be innovated, so by one phenomenon which is called as technology, which is called as an innovation, which is called as the new product innovation, which is being the method of a technological product innovation. So that's what which is the basically what which is called as a TPP. And then what has exactly been the technological product innovation? So this technological product innovation compromises the different set of activities, contribute to the research, development, and design of new products, services, or techniques, or to improving the existing products and generates the new technological knowledge. So this can be this This technological innovation compromises the different set of activities that contributes towards the research, that contributes towards the development, that contributes towards the design, that contributes towards the new products with the services and technologies, towards the existing products, towards it generates the new technological knowledge. So here, what is exactly meaning of this statement is all about. There is a lot of activities which is being carried out in terms of research, in terms of development, in terms of design, in terms of new products. So this should be generated. This should be analyzed. This should be taken into consideration for the existing products. Because we know even 100 years or 150 years, there are some of the products which is already there, which has been improved, which has been technically improved, which has been innovated, in carried out, which is called as the product innovation, which is called as the product innovation. Here, which situation is the best example of technological innovation? So here, the technological innovation. In the technological innovation, there are a lot of things. So where internet will be the best example of technological convergence. So technological innovation, which we are telling about the internet will be the best example, is only because this has been the activity. This has been the activity. So where every terms of convergence will be taking place in a one single place for all the entities, for all the activities, for all the innovations. So this technological innovation is being very much possible. So this is one type of the enlightenment. This is a one type of enlightenment which is called as technological push innovation, market pull innovation, business model innovation, design thinking, and platform strategy. So this bulb indicates the glowing of all this. Five magical push innovation. The innovation, push the technological methods, push the strategy, push the existing method into a new technology, push the innovation into the new glowing technology of whatever the product which is being already there. So that's why we always see if which that is been electrical product, whether it is been home product, whether it is been goods or any type of goods or whatever it is, any product which is being called as a new product, which will be slightly linked to the existing product. They take the existing product as a role model. They'll be taking the existing model as you know the pre-model, and then later they will be taking that into and the innovation. So that's why we with the word which is being called as the pushing the innovation. So push the innovation in terms of new technology. So next, which is nothing but market marketing pull innovation. So marketing pull innovation. So once everything has been done, there is a very important part of the market people. The market people, once this has been done, this market people, if at all they doesn't do the work properly in terms of their strategies, then automatically you people know what can happen. Because only thing that can happen, because there's a certain stages in product life cycle management which will be taken into success, which will be taken into success, whether it is been the product design, whether it is been its forecasting, whether it is been its manufacturing, whether it is been its design, whether it is been any anything in terms of a product. And then later, if at all your product will exist and then it doesn't have a good image, if it doesn't have a good name, then automatically you people can understand like what can happen if at all the marketing brand is itself is not at all proper. So what happens? So that's why it's telling that to pull innovate. So means your marketing, your strategies of your product should be pulled to the new innovation, like how it is been, if the new innovation methods, how the marketing can be, whether it is been in terms of e-commerce, whether it is been any other strategies, whether you use like a new internet or offline or online. So there is a various methods where which can be use this marketing strategy to pull that in terms of innovation. So business model innovation, business model innovation, it is a one type of a strategy where the product always will be taking in terms of business, whether it is a profit, whether it is a loss, whether it is been how you invest, what is the investment, and then whether it is less or whether it is a more. There is a lot of strategies in terms of business where the people always think into the different set of perspective, like how the investment, how the profit, how it is being shared, or if at all it is being lost, how to carry out. So all that will be the model of in terms of innovation, because a business is nothing but it is a one type of a strategy which is being used. So use a different set of innovative method in terms of profit or loss, in terms of sharing, in terms of analysis or whatever which is been we call it as. So that business model innovation is being very much important. Design thinking. So thinking is been very much where we call it as. So before do, think. So think and do. So do and we can't say do and think. So think before whatever we are doing it, because once it is been done, then automatically where you people can see it, so that cannot be uh, done. So design thinking. So when the people start designing of any product, so they think a lot. Why do they think a lot? Is only because now in terms of TPP, which is nothing but technological product innovation, designing is nothing but where the people start accepting at the first level, because the maturity of the people starting is only seeing the outer port of the outer portion of the product, which carries very important in terms of design of the product. When you're thinking of the design in people mind, and that should be implemented, should be imagined, and that should be converted into a product where your design thinking will lead to a very good success. Because whenever the people start doing a design, they will see to that there is so many perspective of doing a design. It's not obviously you take some model and then you people start doing design and then end it up, because once the designing is being done, so automatically the next method is only next method is only by uh, manufacturing. So which they carry out only to convert the thinking of design into an product. It is nothing but the conversion method. Now you people understand like what is your is all about. There is a lot. So So here, platform strategy. So there has been the lot of strategies in terms of a lot of platform strategies which has been used by organizations whether it has been the design thinking, whether it has been the platform strategy. So whatever which has been, so finally which comes into a strategy. Because if at all you people don't use a strategy in terms of innovation, technology, marketing, business, design thinking, so whatever which has been, every strategy of all will fail for converting into a beautiful product, beautiful life cycle, and beautiful phase of the product, which has been a very important to glow the bulb with the high power. If somewhere the platform strategy fails, then that that's the problem which is being existed. So that's why I always say for you people, the only one phenomenon you people have to think about is as also I have saying where life cycle management itself is nothing but it is a strategy of the platform. If at all you people have to stand outside, if at all you have to stand firmly, or if at all you have to people competent, or in the world, so then first thing is you people have to be very innovative, and second thing is you people have to show your strategy. What is your strategy? Because your inside strategy should show outside to the business, so that will be considered, where your bulb will be enlightened into the future. So that's what which is called as the one thing in a forecasting, in a technological forecasting, which is another concept. I've told forecasting, a composite forecasting, which is nothing but a combining forecasting, and then TPP, technological product innovation, and all this, which is very much related into an forecasting method. So product development in terms of business process. So where the product development process, business process in terms of process, where it is very much needed to take a product from a concept to market availability. This includes identifying a market need, researching the competitive landscape, conceptualizing a solution, developing a product or roadmap, and then building a minimum viable product. See, you you can see this, the identifying a market need, researching the competitive landscape. So where the product from the concept market availability. So when this business process should be developed only when it emphasizes the concept to the market availability, its identification to the market needs, by researching the competition, by having the roadmap. So what is the minimum viable of this product? So all this, which is nothing but where the business process in terms of the product and development, the creation of products with the new or different characteristics that offer new or additional benefits to the customer. So here, so what happens where the creation of the products with new or different characteristics. See, the product creation is possible, but what has been the characteristics? How it is being benefited? Whether the customer sees his characteristics, it's nothing but the different characteristics what the product has, different specification what the product has, different benefits. We always tell, so this should be involved in terms of modification of existing product or the formulation of entirely new product that satisfy newly defined customer want in the market. So if the existing market should be changed, or else a new product should be designed and launched. So it only happens when the customer doesn't accept product, because I told it is a business towards the business of the product towards the customer, both are business. Your product manufacturing is also business. The customer who is procuring the product is also business. So both perspective manner is being very much important in terms of a different way. So that's why I always tells that. So every part of a product life cycle management itself is a business, itself is a strategies, itself is a innovation, itself is a technology. So all this a combination, all this combination will make you the enlightening of the new product. So here, so where you people can see, where you people can see there is a different source of the forecasting which is being taking means this all a very important part, very important part of the forecasting which is being related to product life cycle management, which is called as ideation, research, design, prototype, development, document, test, train, release, maintenance, upgrades, and retirement. So all this, it is a one type of a cycle where which is being considered for forecaster to take into consideration his idea towards the design, to design what is being the prototype, how the product should be developed, how it is being documented, how it is being tested, how it is being trained, how it is being released, how it is being maintained, and then once it is gone into the retirement stage, so what can, whether I can go to new idea, whether I can remove completely and taken into a new product. So that has been taken into consideration of what happens after retirement, because retirement is not only the product doesn't have, see, always remember, product doesn't have any retirement. Never, the product doesn't have a retirement. The product only have a retirement towards the updation, towards the updation. It doesn't go to the phase where it is being completely removed, because some of the part of, see, that's why I told product innovation, it's not it is not at all innovating the new things. It is the innovating of new things, whatever the existing model, whenever whenever every part of this is being done, when it goes to retirement, the people should always think that whether the product should be renovated, whether it should be implemented, whether this concept should be redesigned once again. So means, even though you people start redesigning, it's nothing but in a retirement phase. I know in the retirement phase, the redesigning has been very much important. The retirement stage, in that the redesigning is also very much important, and then later the basic concept of that previous phase will be taken out, and then that will be recirculated once again in terms of idea, in terms of research and development, in terms of design innovation, in terms of prototype, in terms of product development, in terms of maintaining its document, in terms of testing of that, in terms of training, in terms of releasing of that into a beautiful method, in terms of maintenance of that product. And later stage, we people have to think like in what phase it goes to retirement stage, in what phase whether I should implement, in what stage whether I go for the redesigning. So this is what one of the basic idea of the relation between the forecasting and also product life cycle management. So here, the four important part of this forecasting process is identify process, test and implement, design to be review update. See here, now you people can see, so this force chart has been identification, the people, everyone who is been lagging in identifying the things properly. So that's where everyone has been going wrong. Identifying the process is been very much important, identifying the product is been important, identifying the design should be important, identifying, forecasting, whatever which is being done, that is been important. So that's identifying process is playing a main role in terms of every activity in terms of product lifecycle management. Whether it is a test and implement. See, once it is being done automatically, you people go to test and then implement to be whether it should be implemented after doing a test, because this has been important, because in a big industry, once the identification is done with a lot of a strategy in terms of decision, in terms of forecasting, in terms of design, in terms of innovation, and every part of that which has been done, then later you people see to that how the test and implementation which is being taken into the consideration. What is a test and implement to be test which is being done, and later implement whether I should implement this to be, because a test, when the automobile vehicles, what the people do before launching all that internal part, they will be doing a lot of tests. There is a lot of thousands of tests which is been doing, and then after that, what can be the errors, whether that should be and implemented or not. So that's why, so this has been designed to be, oh, so this designed to be is nothing but it is a product baby, because a design to be a design error makes the mistake in terms of whatever happens, then automatically that takes into whenever you go as a child, whenever you go as an adult. So design to be, it's nothing but your design should be very proper towards the later stage where nobody should point out where your design is gone wrong. Your design to be is being very much important. This, remember, review, update, analysis. Review is nothing but where it should be not changing any identity of any product. So review is nothing but only seeing that what happened to your product, whether your product is being completed with a beautiful prototype, marketed with a beautiful, have the identification should not go wrong, the design should be not go wrong. Test and implement has been very important phase, and then the review and update is been always necessary. Review and update should be always necessary. So there is a different strategies, different infrastructures, different operations, which is being taken, considered in terms of management. See, management is nothing but where which has been very important part of to carry out every activity in terms of product life cycle management. So there, in terms of enterprises management, where you people can see strategic and enterprise planning, enterprise risk management, enterprise effectiveness management, knowledge and research management, financial and asset management, stakeholder and external research management. Management is having a strategy and enterprise planning. So that is what the one division where the people see that what is the strategy and what is the planning, the enterprise's planning. Enterprise risk management. So where the people see how the risk management will be taken, how the risk management will be managed. Enterprise effectiveness management. So where the people see what has been the enterprise effectiveness management, how it is being the effective. Knowledge and research management. So knowledge and research management will be taken into consideration once it is been once it is been affected in terms of enterprises management. Financial and asset management. So financial and asset management, where you people see financial plays a very important role Seven very important enterprises management, which is being considered in terms of in terms of forecasting methods. Remember strategic enterprise planning, enterprise risk management, enterprise effectiveness management, knowledge and knowledge and research management, financial and asset management, stakeholder and external relations management, human resource management. So here, so in this strategy and commitment, infrastructure life cycle, product life cycle, so where it is belongs to strategy, infrastructure, and product, where the marketing and offer management are made, service development and management are made, resource development and management in terms of computing, application, and maintaining all the networks will be managed. Supply chain and development and management will be made, and this all will be comes in the part of strategy, infrastructure, and product. In terms of operations, in the operations support and readiness, fulfillment, assurance, there's a lot of customer relationship management, service management. This this all which is been coming into in terms of operations, customer relations management, service management, resource management and operations, supplier partner relationship, management. So this is all building and then revenue management. All these are which comes under operations. There is a two category which has been divided into enterprise management. So one is strategy, infrastructure, and product. Second one is the operations. Next is what is a technology for foresight? Technology foresight is a prediction methodology for determining the most likely technological developments in the midterm future. In technological foresight, projects the producer and users of science and technology in the innovation system are brought together to develop a common vision of the future developments. The foresight, so this technological foresight, it is a one term which has been related to forecasting, which is a prediction methodology. Technological forecasting is a prediction methodology for determining the most likely technological developments which has been happening in the midterm in the future. In the mid stage, so this foresight helps you to develop. So what is the technological developments which has been happened in the midterm or a future? So this technological foresight projects the producers and users of science and technology, where the innovation system and the product together, which happens in a common vision taken place in terms of future development. So this is a one category which comes under technological forecasting, which is called as a foresight, which is a methodology of prediction, which helps us to develop, which helps us to see the technological development in terms of midterm future. So next is a foresight analysis. So this is a one category in terms of a forecasting. So where the foresight methodologies seek to gather data and make sense of it so that people can think in a different and new ways about the future. That data might not be collected from humans or from the analysis of documents, or the data might be analyzed using qualitative or quantitative techniques on both. So there is a two methodologies which I have told. The methodologies of doing a forecasting method, which is called as a qualitative method and a quantitative method. So in this regard, the forecasting analysis is to gather the data, gathering the different set of data that makes sense so that the people can think in different ways, so that the people can see how the analysis will be done. So it is a one type of a gathering the data, so where the people can think in a new different ways about the future. That data might be collected from humans or from analysis of documents, where the data might be analyzed using the qualitative or the quantitative techniques. So when the data can be collected from the different source, so that technique or analysis will be done by the two methods, which is called as qualitative and the quantitative techniques. And next is integration in forecasting. This is one type of forecasting. So where you people can see the integrated forecasting and reporting offers the company new dynamic and substantive ways to make decisions. By running all the different types of forecasting in one centralized platform, the companies can unify their financial data and connect it with all other aspects of their operation. See, integration of forecasting is only the reporting of companies where there is a different set of ways, whether it's a dynamic or a substantive decisions. By running all these different types of forecasting, there will be a one centralized platform. There will be one centralized platform for the company can unify their financial data and connect it with that with a different aspect of their operations, because one financial forecasting platform has been important, which has been integrated in a new company in a dynamic or a different make decisions. So once it has been done, then all the operations will come into the single platform by the financial data, and that is called as integration in forecasting. So here where you can see the DSI, which is called as a demand supply and integration. So where I have told everything will come into the one platform, which is called as integrated forecasting. Here you can see like how the senior leadership strategic decisions, finance, goal plan, financial plan, which comes into the demand, sales, marketing, down channel partners, demand forecast, demand plan, which is a demand. So it is that financial integration will be applied towards the demand versus supply chain. So where the demand will have a demand forecast and demand plan, and then the supply will have the supply production with the logistics and the capacity of forecast or operation plan. So this, it is nothing but the finance will be directly reciprocal with the demand and also the supply chain. Okay, so till now, like whatever which is being studied is about today. Whatever which is being studied out about so integrated forecasting. So how the combining forecasting technology which is being possible to make, how which is being integrated, and what is the main role of demand forecasting. What are the different characteristics of demand forecasting, and how these characteristics will implement it, what has been the marketing strategy, so what has been the demand strategy, how the supply integration which is being done. See, always remember when the certain set of strategy which is being done towards the analysis, then automatically this financial strategy which is called as integrated forecasting will be integrated in terms of a supply chain. See, you people have to always know that there will be a lot of thing which happens, because every part of this forecasting will be comes into one platform which is called as financial platform. Because once the forecaster will start doing his forecasting, then automatically the first thing is he always connect the data. So means this is nothing but the forecaster will have the combination forecasting, which is nothing but a composite forecasting. The first thing is he will be analyzing the pros and pros. So which is nothing but advantages and disadvantages, and see the financial statistics of the company. What is been, because first that platform, if at all it is being proper, then automatically he can set a time, he can set the prediction, like how this methodology of forecasting can work into the future, how this the integration can come into the one platform, how the data can be affected from this, how every possibilities of these predictive methods will be integrated towards. See, once all this been done, then automatically that will be taken into the next step of forecasting, because the forecasting has 4 to 5 levels. Once that first and second level will be when it meets, then automatically which goes to third and fourth stage and fifth stage automatically. So that's why we say that, so this should be, and this forecasting should be always in terms of one centralized platform. It should always come into the one centralized platform in with the different types. If that is being possible, then automatically the different set of operations like this finance will come into the picture. So this is what where you people can see. So here you see. So this this is a simple integrated forecasting method. Example where this finance is directly related to demand and then the supply chain. So this senior leadership, where the senior leaders will be having a different strategies, but these different strategies will come into this demand and supply integration. But before that, when this senior leadership will speak about this finance, the goal of the finance, the plan, this demand and supply integrated or effectively taken into consideration of this goal and the finance plan. When once this has been done, then automatically we people can see in the demand you will be having a lot of sales and marketing. In demand where you people can see a lot of downstream channels partners. In demand where you people can see the lot of demand forecast or demand plan, or where you people can see a lot of forecast or lot of operation plan. When the supply, production, logistics and upstream suppliers all it is possible, then I know you people can understand like how this can come into effective of a one single platform. So this is what very important part of integrated forecasting as far as today. So hope this you have been understood. So in the next class, the next coming class, so let us start with the new uh, topic of this technology forecasting. The last few topic has been which has been left out, which has been left out. So that will be taught in the next class. Thank you all.
अंकुर आप